Hi there, my name is Marla Wall and I'm going to show you an ELDOA posture today for the bottom of your spine, where the bottom of your spine meets your sacrum. So I have my pelvic model here to show you what I'm talking about. So here's a pelvis and we've got the last two lumbar vertebrae displayed here. I'm just going to come a little closer to the camera. So this is our L4, this is L5, and right underneath that is our sacrum. The top of the sacrum is the widest part and we call it the base. So the ELDOA we're working on right now is between L5 and S1, which is the base of the sacrum, and it's a really important area of your spine. This L5 vertebra is at a bit of an angle and it's sitting on top of a very large bone that's 5 fused vertebra. So we want to really make sure we take care of this area of our spine. And in the ELDOA world, we'll say if you only do one ELDOA, if you practice one ELDOA every day, it would be this one, L5-S1. So I just wanted you to know where we're looking at, and let's just take a look at this posture. So you want to find a wall. If you can't find some empty wall space in your home, just try a closed door. Just get creative. Some people just use the edge of a couch or a dresser, anything that you can rest your legs on. And if you have tight hamstrings, how do you know? Well, if you can sit easily at a 90-degree angle like this and feel that you're right up on your sit bones, chances are when you do this with the wall, you can have your sit bones close to the wall. If you feel a little bit like this, your hamstrings are tight, your back is quite tight, then you're probably going to need to give yourself some space between your sit bones and the wall. So you're going to figure that out. You're going to come close to the wall and rest your legs up the wall. And I'm going to relax my spine, walk my ribs away, walk my pelvis away so that I feel nice and long as I'm laying here. Flex and point your feet a few times just to wake up the ankles, wake up the feet. You can curl the toes, maybe even roll the legs in and out. We want to feel that the legs can just kind of drop in to the femoral heads can drop into the sockets here. Roll your head from side to side. I also like to do a little manual decompression, so I'll take my hands, dig them right into the top of the quad muscle and just gently push away. Press my pelvis towards the wall, flatten the ribs, push out through the top of my head. Just to give myself that feeling of decompression before I do the pose. Now we have 3 main pieces. We have the legs, we have the spine, and the arms. So let's flex our feet, wind the legs in a little bit. My heels are about as wide as my sit bones. I'm going to flatten out the spine, and I'm going to add my arms. I spread my fingers wide, push my palms to the sky while my ribs are pressing down, and keep all of those lines of tension as I start to bring my arms towards my ears. Once I have all the elements, I'm going to stay here for about 5 to 8 breaths. Just still pushing through my hands, pushing through my heels, reaching my sit bones to the wall, flattening my ribs. Keep that winding in of the kneecaps. I might even just touch the floor to figure out where I'm at here. Push through the palms, push through the sit bones. Last 3 breaths. 1. Keep all those lines of tension through the legs, through the spine, through the arms. 1 more breath. Coming out piece by piece, I'm going to bring one arm back, other arm, relax one leg at a time, and relax my spine. I'm going to take a little rest here and do it one more time. I'm going to flex my feet. I'm going to reach one sit bone to the wall, other sit bone to the wall, and then I'm going to reach both sit bones to the wall, flatten my ribs, lengthen out through the top of my head. Roll my legs in. Now there's no magic to the order. I'm just kind of getting myself set up. I'm going to reach my arms alongside my ears, push out through the palms, push out through my sit bones, and reach up through my heels. I think of my big toes coming towards the pubic bone. Now the first priority is that I'm flexing my feet. Then I wind them in a little bit. And then I could wrap my baby toes around here just a little. Now I'm pushing through my hands, flattening my ribs, thinking about all those same pieces, trying to keep all the elements going. Gradually we build an ability to stay here longer and longer while we can still feel some lengthening happening. I'm going to stay one more breath, then coming out. Again, piece by piece, doesn't matter which piece, but I want to come out softly, slowly, give myself a little rest. And now when I come out of this position, I want to keep my spine in one piece. I don't want to do a rotation immediately after I've done the ELDOA. So I'm going to kind of roll like a brick or like a log. So that's the ELDOA posture for L5-S1. I highly recommend you do that at the end of the day, just before you go to sleep, so you really decompress everything, give your spine some space so that you'll have a really good rest. I also like to repeat it 2 or 3 times in a session. Maybe that's all you do. Give yourself 5-10 minutes, do L5-S1 2 times, maybe 3 times, and you're good. If you want more information, come to my class.